in my experience of representing professional athletes, spouses of professional athletes, and other folks that are very well known, could include a corporate CEO, is that they're generally nice, well-meaning people. There are exceptions. And Randy, I wanted you to share with us if you run into any particular exceptions where the pro athlete, spouse of the pro athlete, rapper, whatever, was just so entitled, it was difficult to represent that person.
Yeah. So first of all, we give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I mean, right, Miles, we see people from all walks of life that come in, and you don't know what they're going to be, who they're going to be, how they grew up, what their baggage is, what they've had in their past. So you give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And I think most athletes that are successful, and most stars that are successful, work hard, right? They didn't get there by just being gifted, a A-list movie role or a top hit or a starting job on the Detroit Lions. They had to work hard. They had to be humble. But some of them, maybe it would have been me. It gets to their head, right? You're 17 years old. Somebody says, we think you're going to make $5-10 million a year because you're so good. You start thinking, I am worth it. That's, when they forget to realize the luck of where they were born and who they met and who their family was and what school they went to and their health stayed intact and they didn't, have a terrible leg injury. A lot of things have to fall into place for somebody to be successful. And timing is everything. But there are some who, because of their circumstances, which I don't fault them for, everybody worshiping them, all the, people that want to date them, all the people that want to be seen with them, all the people that want to Instagram with them, sooner or later, it's got to get to them thinking, you know what, I am special. And they are, some of you, but the ones that really can keep it in check and understand that there will be a time in their life when they're no longer famous, no longer as in demand. God, it's wonderful. I mean,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but one of my experiences is that certain categories of people want to do what they think is right for, let's say, a child's mother, and end up giving a lot more money than somebody else might. And I don't know if you've run into that, the overly generous client where you've got to tell them, hey, we got to be careful with that. Save your money. There may be a day where you're going to need to pay for college or this or that.
You can only advise. And you had somebody, and especially ball players, it gets me, and I've represented a few, just finished one where, he was married during his playing years and he wanted to give her half of what he earned. And I tried to explain, most people can give them half of what they earn and they're going to keep earning a few $1 million a year their whole life. You've done your career, but that's the way he was, and that's who he was. And, you see someone like that, kind of professional athlete that really wants to be right by their child's mother. It's heartwarming, but it's hard to say, think about yourself too. It's a balance. But I will tell you, Miles, athletes in particular, and hip hop, and people that have made it, most of them are so disciplined, right? They're coachable. I mean, I've seen some of the top famous artists that will come to a deposition or mediation and we'll offer to buy them lunch. They've got their prepackaged lunch. They're going to stay in shape. They've got their diet set out, and they're so disciplined. They'll be there. They'll say, what time do I have to be there? They'll be there 30 minutes early. So it's actually those people that have made it have learned. And something's important. You focus on it, you prepare for it. You ask the lawyers, they ask us, what can I do to be more prepared? And don't you love a client that says, what can I do to help you help me, instead of us having to call them and say, get us the bank statements. Don't be late to court.
Yeah, my experience is that the people associated with it, with that particular celebrity or athlete, is much harder to deal with than the celebrity or athlete themselves.
Usually that's the case, yes. There are some that need the help. And the other thing is when they don't have professionals helping them, they have family members because they want to employ their family and they trust their family because that's who they know. But the family member is not good at understanding the assets. They're trying to help, but I want them to just get a financial advisor or a banker that can organize. And I don't want to come off as I'm trying to make my friend money. first up to one person, or, get whoever you want. But I'd like to have somebody that knows what I mean when I say I need a spreadsheet, a marital balance sheet, a, tax form, or whatever it is.